The Seattle Sounders wrapped up their practice at Lumen Field today as they prepare to host the Minnesota United. And Brian Smitzer gave the injury update, and it's not good news. And you'll see the video when Smitzer said, look, Raul Ruidaiz, 4 to 5 weeks. And just that's it. And it's something that's been ongoing, and hopefully they can kind of correct it. And obviously they're trying to take it real easy with the lethal striker because they're going to need him for the long haul. Also out is Cristian Roldan. He's still in concussion protocol. He did pass his tests, but looks like Roldan would be ready to play on Monday if the Sounders were playing. Obviously they're not. They're playing Saturday. So that's kind of good news there. Also out is Dylan Tevez with the right hamstring. But here is what Brian Smitzer and Stefan Fry had to say about the Sounders needing to get back on track, this being a bounce back game, and looking forward to getting back on the winning track.
Keep right, tight!
You guys keep bringing that up. It's like a week ago.
I know, right? You ready to
I know. Yeah, because we looked at the things for a few days. We digested the things that we needed to learn from, the things that we did well in that game too. And from that point on, I was trying to move forward, get ready for Minnesota, a good side, and focus on ourselves and make sure we're ready for it. I mean, I think this was an expected moment. It's at some point, right? At some point, you're gonna falter. You're gonna have a bad performance. You're gonna miss, or you're gonna give up points that you shouldn't. And then the question is, how do you respond? That moment was inevitable. It sucked that it happened against Portland, but it was inevitable. So I think we were prepared for it because we know that it's going to happen at some point, and the bigger picture is more how do you respond. And so we're back home now against a good opponent. Like I said, we give them all the respect. I think they're a good side. They've proven they can go to tough places like St. Louis against at that time an undefeated team and get a result. So we're not treating this lightly, but we want to get back on the horse.
He will be out for about 4 weeks, maybe 5. He does have a strained right hamstring, and it wasn't good news. And I feel for him because he had scored 2 goals, and we needed him back in a good run of form. So that was a bit of bad news yesterday. I mean, that's part of who we are as human beings. So we just try and lift him up, and he'll get back in the gym, and he'll get stronger, and Megan will take care of him, and he'll be okay.
Speaking of injuries, any updates on Cristian and Jordan? Or Jordan's not injured.
Well, Jordan will be available and will feature in the game tomorrow. Cristian will not. He did not. He's out here, but he's not going to pass the protocols until Sunday.
Your defense has been one of your strong points against Minnesota, team that crosses and sends box players in there. Points of communication and continuing your strong defensive play.
Yeah, I mean, the 4 goals I think were an anomaly, and we'll try and keep it that way. We're aware of teams that like to cross the ball, but you got 2 guys, Jackson and Yaimar, that you cross balls in there. A lot of times that's not going to work against those 2. You got Steph, comes out and cleans up a lot of that. So, for me, it's tendencies. Minnesota has tendencies. We like to play certain ways. We watch film. We show the guys film. We come up with a game plan. We'll see if it works once.
When you get a team that's crossing, is one of those, the bonus that can happen is quick distribution from the back line and maybe kind of the counter.
Well, transition moments against Minnesota will come from if their outside backs get forward like they like to do. Then who covers those spaces? Sometimes center back, sometimes one of their number 6s can cover that. But yeah, there'll be room to run in transition for sure.
Okay, there you heard it. Brian Smetzer and Stefan Fry just really talking about, what the Sounders need to do to get back on the winning side tomorrow against a dangerous Minnesota team. And I say dangerous because in the first 5 games, the Minnesota was undefeated. That is, they had 3 wins and 2 draws. Having said that, in the last 2 games, the Loons have lost their last 2 games. So they're 0-2 and are looking to kind of right their ship and at Lumen Field, place they really haven't done well. So Sounders have won the last 3. So look for the Sounders to fast start. Leo Chu will definitely be in there. And as I said, there's some injuries in there, but the Sounders need to start fast here and try to play the wings. And Minnesota's a team that likes to make crosses. Look for ball distribution from the back of the line. That is not long passes, but quick passes down the flanks. As Brian Smetzer said, hey, if they stay compact, then maybe, and we can exploit that counter transition attack. So it's another one that's just the way the game of soccer is going. It's transition, and when can you take advantage of the other team? For the CascadiaSports.net Seattle Sounders pregame, I'm Masvidal Maraire.